Hi all, good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good
Good
morning,
morning, sir.
very good morning. Let's see if someone is, yeah, we have Devanshi missing. Okay, yeah. Anyways, we'll start continue, okay? So let me share my screen. Yeah, Sean Mondal is also present, okay? Yeah, I'm going to share my screen now. Fine. I think most of you are there. Yeah, so today's class. So we have almost completed 1 week of our time, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Devanshi also joined. So yeah, we have almost completed 1 week of 1 week of the sessions. So we will see what we have learned so far, and it's like a summary for you. So to see what you have learned, and then easily match. Okay, this is our fifth class. Okay, this is our fifth session, and today's items would be like yeah, first one we will ignore actually. We already did this part, revision part. So I'll go through with the first week summary. So whatever we have learned so far, it will give you a reference sheet. It's like a reference sheet for you at one place. And then remaining, there are 5 new tags that we are learning: strong tag, anchor tag, italic tag, underline tag, and strike tag. So as the name implies, its behavior is also similar. Okay, I'm going to show you all how the behavior would be. Okay, so let me skip this part. Yeah, we'll get into here. Okay. So yeah, this is our first week summary, what we have learned so far. So this is a one place reference. Okay, with this sheet, right, you can easily refer what you have learned so far. So first week what we did is we learned about some code editors. So we started using code editors like Visual Studio Code and Notepad++. So those who are not using laptop, they might be familiar with REPL.IT. Okay, we learned about that, and we learned browser also. So browser, usually we ran the HTML programs there, right? So, and web pages also we learned it's an electronic document residing on the server. And website is also the collection of web pages. And we learned about the HTML element. So it is comprised of starting tag, content, and the ending tag. So that's the whole HTML. And attribute, HTML attribute also we learned it. It actually you can change the characteristics of the HTML element using attributes only. And we attended 4 assignments. Yeah, everybody are doing good actually. I'm seeing a lot of screenshots sharing by you in the WhatsApp group, and some of you are sharing in the in our e-platform. Yeah, I'm going through all your assignments and commenting immediately. Okay, so yeah, and the last one is we had attended to check your skills, so where you stand. So we have given conducted one test on last Thursday. So you have taken it up, and then you have seen where you stand at. Okay, and yeah, later we learned about these tags. These are the tags, and then attributes, some of the attributes that we learned. So we learned about doc type for the browser. HTML is the container for HTML document, and head is the metadata holder. Title is the metadata for the page, like title of the page, HTML page or web page, anything. And then body tag, it's the display area. So whatever you add in the body tag, so the whole content would be displayed on the browser. So in the body tag, we have learned so many tags like this. We learned heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, heading 4, heading 5, heading 6. So all these are used for titles and subtitles, and then the captions. Yeah, so like that, H1 being the biggest text, and then H6 being the smallest text. And then later we learned about the comments also. So if you want to hide some content from displaying in the browser, you can make use of the comments. So they are represented like this. And we learned paragraph tag, bold tag, and line break. So line break is like displaying the text in the next line. And the horizontal rule is for separating the topics. Okay, and the separating the topics that are displayed on the browser. Okay, and image tag. So image tag and marquee tag we have been playing for last 2 days, right? So these two are like, you're displaying the image and then giving some animations to the image or text using the marquee. So all these tags you have learned so far, and this is one place reference. So if you want to see like what you have learned, you just go to the sheet and then refer from here. Okay.
There are no lessons on Saturday and Sunday for morning 8 to 9 classes, right?
Yeah, there are no classes. Yeah, correct. And here you see the attributes also. We for the attributes, right, we learned in the image tag, right, we learned src, width and height of the image, and then alternate attribute, and then title, to give title attribute for the image. So if you over the mouse on the image, so you can display some default text, so
I
you can
don't think
use.
so. We learned that.
Yeah, this one you haven't. I'll just show you that part also while showing the image. Okay, I'll show you this part
We
and the
did not
direction.
learn alt also, I think.
Alt I mentioned actually. Yeah, I'll give you more details on this too. Okay, I'll give you more details now.
Okay.
And then direction and style. Yeah, style also we did not learn more actually. Mostly, right? So this style part I will teach in CSS section. Okay, when we are talking more about the styles, right? I'll explain this part more. So for now, right, you just keep an idea of how the HTML tags look like. So these are all used for designing a web page. Okay, once we design the web page, then we have to apply our logic to change the behavior of these elements using JavaScript. And to make it look better, we will go with the style sheet. So this style sheet I'll teach it in the third week. Okay, so second week will this week 50% will go and then learn some more additional tags, and later we learn the JavaScript. Okay, from the middle of this week. Yeah, that's it for the first week. So I'm going to show you the two items that we haven't have a clear idea. So let me show you that part. Okay, I'm going to open session 1. Session 1. Yes, this is our marquee tag. You see here, correct. So here we learned the image tags, right? Yesterday we learned the last class we learned the images. So let me take an example of the same image. Okay, I'm going to, yeah, before this, let's run this program. Okay, let's run this program and see where exactly and what exactly it's displayed. So after this, I'm going to add some VR tags so that it will display in the proper, in the middle section of the browser. So I give so many line breaks, and let's copy this part also. Yeah, let's see how it's going to display on the browser. Okay, we have saved the file. Go to source code session 1, and then yeah, boom, class 4. So here, yeah, it is like this is what we learned in the last class, right? So let's make changes to this. Okay, I'm going to create one more image here. So fourth image. So let's give same size for other images also, so that it looks better. Okay, I'm going to give the same size and width for other images also, and then refresh this page. Yeah, okay, this one we need to reduce little bit. I'll give 100 and see. So this is how okay, height we need to increase. Yeah. Height we need to increase. This one we need to make it 150. Okay, looks better now. So I'm going to add one more image here. Okay, so far we haven't done anything, so it's the previous class code only. So now here I'm going to show you the alt part. So we have a alt part here, right? Alt attribute. So this image is about candies. Okay, I'm just going to display this, and then yeah. So can you see the first jelly image? I'm going to save this part. I'm going to save this part and then refresh this. So there are two jelly, the candies images, right? I'm going to mouse over on the first one. So there is nothing is displayed, right? When you mouse over, nothing is displayed. Let's go and add title here, okay? I'm going to add title attribute for the first image. Yummy, yummy candies, okay? I'm just giving some title to the image. Okay, what happens when you give title to the image is like, you see, I'm going to mouse over on the last image, nothing happens. I'm going to mouse over on the first image. So what happens is whatever you type in the title tag, right? So all title attribute, all that content would be displayed when you mouse over on it. Then what's the use of alt? Alt is like, it happens when something is wrong, like, so the image is not existing. So this image is not existing, right? There is no image, something like this. So when there is no image, it gives some information about this alt. So let's go and see how it behaves. Yeah, the image is not there, but it says this is about the candies, right? So if the image path or something goes wrong with the image, right, or it's not downloaded or image got corrupted, so any reason, it could be any reason, but that alternate part will help to see what exactly is this image about. Okay, so it's up to you how you want to write your programs and then to make it look good in the website. Okay, I'll just keep it like this so that it will give you an idea. Okay, and this is shown when the image is not available. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this is shown when the image is not available. Okay, fine. So we have covered these two items also, and let's get into the new tags today. Okay, so we are learning about the strong tag. So let's see what strong tag does. Okay, let's see the program first, and before writing the program, we'll see like what is the tag used for strong. So you see less than symbol, strong, and then greater than symbol. This is the tag used for strong. Okay, let's see the program. Okay, I'm going to use the same content here like paragraph, right? So I don't want to type everything. I'm going to copy paste. Okay, but I want you all to type, okay, because that's how you learn the keys, typing the keys, proper keys. Practice it. Okay, so once you are familiarized with practice work, right? So you'll remember, like your brain will remember where the keys are located, which key, which alphabet is located on which key without seeing. Okay, now let's see here. I'm going to take out the part. So this part is about strong tag. We are learning about the strong tag. Let's see here. So I want to write some text here. So what text shall we write? Let's search about the animals. Okay, okay, here I'll just copy the content. Okay, I'll just copy the content. I just need the content. Okay, I'm copying the content. Close this. I'll go to my code. I'm going to add it. So for better look and feel, I'll put it in the next lines. Okay, I'll just add BR tag so that everything appears in the next line, 3 lines. Okay, copy paste. Okay, now, so this is, you know, this is just like a paragraph tag, so we didn't use any strong tag here. So here you know, there are some specific important text in this, you know, some words, important words in this text, like if you see, okay, animals, yeah, this is a new, some kind of, you know, event that is happening. So I want to highlight this event, animals 2020 in review. So there are our best animal photos of 2020, and then these are our best animal photos of 2020. So some default text. Okay, let's take any example. So here, shrimp parade on land. So something like this, right? So what I do is I want to add a strong behavior, giving some importance to the text. So I want to give an importance to the selected words. Okay, shrimp parade. So I want to give shrimp parade in a bold text. Okay.
What
So
is the difference between strong and bold?
yeah, give me a second. Give me a second. I'm going to explain that part. Okay, here we have the strong actually. Okay, I'm going to give this strong here. Okay, yeah. So like, you know, I have given the strong tag represents the importance of this word. Okay, it shows that, like, you know, this word is important in this whole text. Like the example, you know. Okay, first let's see the same text in the browser and see like what's the difference between bold and this one. I'm going to refresh this page. You can see the animals in review, the world's best animal. Okay, so we have these two things bolded, which are, you know, enclosed with strong tag, right? So let me give only one liner and show you the difference between the bold and the strong. Okay, I'm going to take out this part. Okay, this part I'm going to cut in. These are our best animal photos of 2020 and during, yeah, so okay, so this is our first liner, right? So I'm going to copy paste the same and then show you the difference of bold and strong. So I'm going to add the bold for the second one. Okay, the behavior of strong and bold is same. Okay, I'm going to refresh it. You can see the two things looking same to same. There's no difference. Whereas what happens is, like, you know, for visually impaired people, right? So they cannot see any screens. So for them, there are some apps built, right? There are some screen reader apps that are built. So what the screen reader app does is, so it will explain, like, you know, instead of, you know, directly reading the text, like, you know, these are our animals photos of 2020 happened during animals 2020. It doesn't read like that. So it will help to show that, you know, okay, animals 2020 is displayed in a bolder text, right? So the blind people should also be able to understand that, you know, this part is highlighted. So the browser will actually, not the browser, the screen readers will read this one differently when compared to this one, so that it gives an importance to the visually impaired people to say that there is a review happened in animals 2020. That's the only difference. So usually what we do is, like, you know, in most cases, instead of a bold tag, we use strong tag, so that it will help, like, you know, some of the people who are visually disabled, right? They are watching the website, right? They can hear the screen reader app. You know, they can hear using the screen reader app that the animals 2020 is in a bolded text, so that they get a feeling, yes, 20 animals 2020 review is of, you know, there is an importance to it, so it happened on so and so date. Okay, That's the only difference. Now let's go and see the slides. Okay. To define a text in the HTML page with strong importance. So it's like, you want to show some importance to the bolded text, then you'll use the strong tag. And the content is displayed as, bold tag. So we already learned bold tag, right? So there is no difference between, there's no much difference between strong and bold. The only thing is like, the screen reader will make the difference. So it will read differently. Yeah.
But the screen reader app can also say the animals 2020 is also bolded.
No, that's the behavior actually. It's already in the written in the code. So that's why they gave two different, behaviors there. So if you want to use bold tag for normal people, or those who are not, suppose my website, you see an example like this. So I have a website. So my website is purely, for visually disabled people. In those scenarios, I go with strong. I will never use bold tag. You understood, right? So for normal people, like, if they're good, you can use bold tag. So there's no problem in that. Okay, you have to choose the specific tag when you have to use it. Okay, what kind of requirements are there? So based on the requirements, you have to choose the tags like that. Okay. Yes. So the content is displayed same as bold and represented using the strong tag. See the less than symbol, strong, and greater than symbol. And the last statement specifies that, like, mostly for the screen readers to specify the content of more importance for visually disabled people. Okay. Yes. Now this is an example we just saw. So it is like, nested. You can have a nested strong tags. So but it doesn't make any difference. Nested means you can have strong tag in any other paragraphs, or the anchor tags or anything. Okay, it can come in the other tags also. Now let's see the other tag, which is anchor tag. Okay, when we want to learn about anchor tag, we need to be knowing the website. Let's go any website. Okay. Yeah. Sean, can you give me any website that you have visited in the last few days?
iPassmo.com.
Okay. So let's go to iPassmo.com. Okay. So now in this iPassmo.com, right? So we have, when you mouse over, can you see highlighted, the mouse is changing with the, with the hand symbol, right? With the hand symbol. So these are all like, hyperlinks. Means when we want to change from one place to another place, like, one page to another page, you make use of the anchor tags. These are all anchor tags. Wherever you see this hand symbol, they are all anchor tags. It goes to the respective sections. You see here. So when I sign in, it goes to a next page. So these are all like, implemented using the anchor tags. When you want to move from one page to another page, we use anchor tags. Good. Let's see how it works. Okay, let's see in action. Yeah. Okay, here I'm going to write the anchor tag code. Okay. See, whenever you all must understand, whenever I'm writing the code, right, just pay attention. Okay. Sometimes I intentionally do the mistakes so that you will see and identify what are all the mistakes. Okay. And the way of coding. So the way of coding is like, the which tag should be typed first, which one will come next, what should be the content. So usually what I follow is like, I provide the tags first. After adding the tags, I will add the content. Okay, remember that. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to show you the anchor tag. See, this is the standards. Like, whenever you write any code, right? So I will write about what I'm going to do. Okay, so we are doing about the anchor tag. So this is the comment section. So whenever any new developer comes in, right? So when he sees this, it's like, oh, okay, so the below part is like demo of anchor tag. So this is like documentation comments in other languages. Okay, so if you want to say something about the below code, you can explain it in the comments tag. So let's see here. Okay, we are learning about the anchor tag, right? Okay, I'm going to take out this part. So that happened during animals 2020, right? So here, instead of strong here, I want to give a hyperlink. Okay, I want to give a hyperlink to another page. Okay, instead of this text, I'm going to change the text also. Okay, so what text I'm going to do? Please click me to go to lesson 1. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, I want to go to lesson 1, right? So when I want to go to lesson 1, when I click on this click me link. Okay, so I want to go to lesson 1. So what I do is I'll give anchor tag for click me, Control X. So click me is bounded by anchor tag now, right? So let's see what happens. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to refresh this. So do you find any change here? No change at all, right? There is no change. So click me is there and it's displayed in the normal text.
Because
So
you missed href.
yeah, correct. So you need to know, like, which file you have to go to. So I have to go to lesson 1. So I just have mentioned here, it is a normal text, but the code will not understand to, what is lesson 1. So you have to immediately ask the question like, okay, after clicking where it should go, lesson 1. But I have written it here now in a normal English, but code will not understand this part. So code will understand using the attributes. Okay,
href.
you have to specify the reference. So where it should go, click me. So where it should go, we have a class1.html here, right? So here the path again, the path structure will be followed. So how many types of path we have?
4.
No,
Path and relative path.
yeah, who was that?
3.
Done.
Sean, very good. The relative path and the absolute path. Path is of 2 types. Okay, you see here in the images, right? In images section, we learnt about absolute path and relative path. So absolute path is nothing but, you give complete path, right? And relative path you can give using dot and double dots here like this. This is the relative path. So the same way you can follow for H or EF also. Okay. So here I want to give the reference to first file, class1.html. Okay, I'm just giving class1.html. Save the file, go to the browser and refresh. So what difference you found? So there is an
It's
underline.
underlined.
Yeah, it's underlined.
It's
Correct.
hyperlink now.
Correct. So what happens is, see, whenever you see here, mouse over on this, the hand symbol will come. And when you see the hand symbol, you see the bottom section, there is a text displayed, file, colon, / D drive, blah, 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 right? Class1.html. In the bottom left section, can you see the bottom left section, the text appearing and disappearing?
Can you put a link in the hypertext?
You mean to say like, to go to some other website, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So that I'll just explain after this part. So I'm going to click this link. Okay, click me. I'm going to click this. So this is our first class lesson, right? So first class lesson is getting displayed. So there is no option to go back to my screen, right? So what I do is I'll go and edit some content in the lesson 1. Okay, in the lesson 1, this is our content is ending, right? So what I do is I'm going to add 2 BR tags, and here I'm going to add anchor tag href is equal to, and where I should send class 5 class, yeah, class. Okay, today's is our class 5, right? Yeah, we did a mistake. Okay, we'll change that. So class 5 dot html, and I'm going to give go back. Okay, so if you want to go back, you can make use of this. Fine. So today's is our 5th class, right? I'm going to copy paste this part, and then I'm going to rename this one to class 5. Okay, class 5 dot html, and then class 4 I'm going to make it back like previous day's content. Okay, previous day's content, and I'm going to type it in the class 5 only. Yes, here we are here. Class. So you have noted the steps, right? Like, you know, how you can change the file structure. See, immediately I created a new file, and class 4, if you see, it is like, you know, previous state only, other than, you know, the additional one. So additional one is also related to this, so I'll just keep it there. And yeah, up to here we have, you know, learned in the class 4. So class 5 is like, you know, this part. So we are adding the content here in this area. Yeah, so I'm going to add, you know, whatever we learn, right? In the same file, I'm going to add bit by bit, okay? So that it will be easy for you to refer in from the same file. Okay. Yeah, let's do this one. Okay, anchor tag and then class 1. Yeah, let's see now. Okay, let's see the behavior now. I'm going to go back, refresh this. Okay, this is class 4, right? See, we want to change it to class 5. So you can change class 5 here, enter. So we'll go to the last section. I'm going to click here, click me. So it goes to the first page, class1.html here. And I want to go back, I click here, I'll go back to class5.html. So you can, you know, do multiple times like this. Go back, go back. Okay, understood, right? Now you want to see, the page is so big, right? The page is so big. Let's see, you know, if we can make something, some interesting thing here, okay? Let's try, you know, I'm also not aware. Let's try this part. Okay, I'm going to give an ID for this tag, anchor 1. Okay, I'm just giving an ID for this element, anchor element, and in this class 5 I'm going to
does ID show what is the thing about?
Okay, let's try, you know, I'm not sure about whether it goes to that particular section or not, so I'm just trying. Okay, I'm just trying. So I also don't know. We will see whether it behaves the way what I'm thinking or not. Click here, go back here. Do you see the difference? Actually, yeah, it's working. It's working. It means I'll show you by removing it again. Class 1. Okay, now you see. I'm going to refresh this page. Okay, I'm going to refresh this page.
There's a box around the link.
No, it's okay. I'm just clicking this one. Okay, I'm just clicking this. So where is it? It is going to class 1. So from here, you see, I'm going to click on go back. So which page it is showing? Which section of the content it is displaying?
The top part.
The top part, right? Okay, when you go back, it is showing the top part. So I'll go to the section, class 1, and then I'm going to add, so the ID of the bottom section. So we have given an ID of this, element, right? This element.
So ID tells where to go.
ID doesn't tell where to go. ID is like, we are giving a name for this element. So ID attribute is a, we are giving like a name. Like, we all have our own names, right? We'll identify ourselves with our names, right? So this element identifies itself with this name. Okay. So what happens here is when you want to go to the particular section where the ID is of mentioned, right? So what we do is we go to that href and then just append this part hash followed by the ID. Okay, so this section will actually take you to the particular ID. Okay, so let's go back and see now. Okay, let's go back and see on the screen. I'm going to refresh. So I'm going into the bottom section. I'm going to click this. So now I'm in the class1.html. Click on this. So where is it now? It's going back and
The
then
bottom part.
and it is highlighting also with the box. You see? So it means that we are going back and it says, okay, this is an ID. This is an anchor tag. So what we selected. So this is this is one way. Okay, one way of going back to the particular section if the size if there is more content in the same web page. Yes, fine. Now let's go to the tag and see our Sivrishi's question. Okay, I'm going to copy paste this one. Okay, I'm going to copy paste this part. So here please click me to go to Google. Okay, Google server in UK. So I want to go to a Google search engine which is located in US. Sorry, UK. So how we represent is like you know the website address of Google, right? So www.google.co.uk. Okay, let's try .com. First, let's see .com. So I can see an issue here. Let's see. So I'm going to refresh this page. So here there is a text. Please click me to go to the Google server in UK. So I'm going to click this. I think it will not work because can you
You forgot the HTTPS.
Yes, good. You're right. So that's why I wanted to show you. So can you see the bottom section in the left side? Can you see the bottom section, bottom left section? The file : / D drive. Can you see the bottom section?
Yes.
So there you can see session1 / www.google.com, right? So it means that it is trying to find a file which is named as www.google.com in session1 folder. Okay, we have session1 directory, right? It's trying to find the folder with that
So
name.
we need to specify where the hyperlink should go to.
Yeah, so here what you have to do is, it is a protocol, right? Protocol based access. So what we do is you have to give HTTP or HTTPS. Okay, mostly try to use HTTPS. So this is a special behavior actually. When the href content is having HTTPS, right? So it will directly go to this page. It will treat the whole link as a separate link. Okay, let's see. So we are going to the UK server, right? But we'll try for .com first. I'm going to refresh the page here and then click on this. You see now, can you see in the bottom section? It directly shows the web page address. So that is the difference. Okay, that's the difference. You just remember that. Click on this. In this case, it will work. For sure, it will work. So earlier case, let's try earlier case. Okay, I'm just giving www only now.
So at first, what is code? Why did you add co.uk?
Okay, that one I'm going to show it now. Okay, now let's see. I'm going to start from the beginning. Okay, so I'm going to give www only, and let's see if it is really working or not. It may also work, right? Sometimes. Let's see whether it really works or not. I'm going to go back, refresh the page, and I'm going to click on this part. It says you could not find the file. Your file could not be accessed. You see in the address bar. So there is www.google.com, which is in session1 folder, right? So it's trying to access. So what is the right way of doing the things is you have to add HTTPS, and when you add HTTPS, it will go to the respective server, google.com. You see google.com came here. Now when there is a text called Google server Google server in UK, right? So it means I want to go to a specific server that is located in the UK. So for that they have a separate domain name, co.uk. Okay, so when there is a domain name with co.uk, this one goes to the UK server. So let's see, let's refresh the page, go back, refresh, and I'm going to click this one. So you see now, so in earlier case there was .com, now it goes to co.uk. So this page is being accessed from UK. It's like that. Okay. Yes, now we understood about the anchor tags. So try to see what mistakes we committed now to understand the hyperlinks. Now let's see. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, what we are learning in the next slide. Next slide is italic. Okay, let's learn about the italic tag. So I'm going to copy paste this part. So italic also has the same behavior like strong and bold. So we are learning the italic, right?
It will just make the text italic.
Yes, correct. So here I'm going to remove this anchor part. Okay, let's change this. Please check lesson 1. Okay, please check lesson 1 for more information. Okay, so I'm going to remove this part. So here, so I want to display the more information in a tilted form. Tilted form means slightly slanted like this. So how we do that is using anchor tag like this. Sorry, italic. So the starting tag of italic is less than, I, greater than, and the closing tag is again like forward slash is included. So I'm going to give it to more information here. Okay, so please check lessons for more information. So the behavior of this would be when the text is bounded with italic tag, right? Only that content will be slightly tilted. Okay, let's see the page, refresh it. Okay, I'm going to remove this part so that it highlights. Yeah, you see here. See, can you see the difference between this text and this text? More information is slightly in italic form.
Can you list what is that anchor tag in italic tag?
What is that? What is that?
Can you use both italic tag and anchor tag together?
Yeah. You can. That I'll explain it in the last line. So
can you put lessons also? So for lessons, can you put the that anchor tag and href so
yes,
that it will
go to that particular page. Yeah, you can do. So you can do anything. Anything is possible here. Okay, I'm just telling you, giving you a basic idea. The trying part is yours actually. I can give you idea whether possible or not. So from your side, you try all combinations so that your brain will understand what is right and what is working. Okay, you have to try a lot of options. So but I give the some slight behavior also. So let's see, there is an em tag also available in italic. So em tag is also like it behaves the same way. It behaves the same way like italic. Okay, there is not much difference other than the screen readers. So what screen reader does is screen reader will read this particular words enclosed within em tag as emphasizing it. It emphasizes this text so that the visually disabled people can easily identify. Okay.
So So EM tag will give more information, more importance.
Yes, similar, exactly. You see, you don't find any difference, but screen readers will identify. Okay, we as a human, we will not identify. The screen readers or the apps specifically developed for visually disabled, right? So it will identify what tag is inside, what tag is written inside, and it will read this part in a emphasizing way for them to easily understand. Okay. Sorry. So you can see no difference here. So what I recommend is, like, so you can use EM tag because it provides additional feature, right? So try to use EM in most of your cases. Now let's read out this italic. No, where is that? Okay, it got closed. Yeah, called as an italic tag, used to display the tilted text represented using less than symbol I and greater than symbol. And there is an EM tag which is same as italic but used for screen readers to emphasize the text. Okay, here is an example, and output would be something looking like this. It is tilted form. Fine. Let's go to underline tag. Okay, underline tag means the first character is U, right? So it is specified using U. Let's see in the code underline. Also, it is like same code like italic. So here we are writing underline tag, right? Underline tag. So here I will remove this. Okay, I'll remove this part, and in place of EM I will add U only. Okay, so what underline does is, for this text it will just add an underline to it. So let's see how it behaves in the program. I'm going to refresh this. You see, please click the lessons for more information. So please check more lessons. So instead of this one, right, I want to provide a click event on this one. So there is no click event now, right? So in the next line I'm going to add the click event. So
What is the click event?
Click event is like, anchor tag, providing a anchor tag on that text. Class1.html, and it goes with end. Okay, now, yeah, so if you use anchor tag, right, anchor tag will already have an underline to it, right? It's already having an underline. Let's see, how it behaves. So this is what, you need to try the lot of options, like, how it behaves, because underline is already having an underline to it, and hyperlink also have an underline. So in this case, you see, both look same. The only thing is it has an hyperlink.
Blue color.
Yeah, blue color, because of anchor tag. Okay, you can click this one, it goes to first page. Go back here, it comes back here. Okay, here, so mostly if you're using underline, like, you try to avoid underline in hyperlinks. Okay, so that's what I'm trying to say here. So this part is like, underline is there, but still, you are not able to see the underline part because anchor tag is already providing that feature. Okay, now let's learn about the last one, strike through. Okay, strike through is like, we use this text usually to cross, like if we do some mistakes, then we want to show it as a cross text, like the output one, which I'm showing it here. We will go with the strike through tag. Let's see how it looks. Okay, I'm going to take the same content here.
Instead of strike through tag, we can just delete the code so it's not visible. So why do we need
Very good
strike
question.
through tag?
Very good question, Advai. Very good question. I'll show you.
You can use it to show,
Yeah.
like in shopping websites, the price has dropped.
Yeah, perfect. That's a perfect example, Shivresi. Yeah, that's a very, very good example, actually. In fact, better than my example, actually. So I'll just mention here, okay? Girls like red roses. Okay, initially, you know, the boy will write girls like yellow roses. Okay, so I just have written like this. Let's see an example of this. So girls like yellow roses. Now, you know, the boy will come and then see, okay, so this is girls will like the red roses. So what we usually do is like, you know, I'll give strike strike, and then I'm going to cut this one. Okay, I'm going to cut this, and then I'm going to add it to the yellow, give a space, then I'll write the correct word as red. So now you see the difference. So yellow is striked off and then red roses. So it's like, you know, we keep the previous version like that only, so that whoever comes new, they will understand, okay, yellow is not the correct word. It means that. So one more best example, what Shivresi told is like, you know, similarly like this, we have BR tag.
Prices.
Yeah, prices, right? Best deal. Okay, $10. Okay, $10 is there. So I'm going to now see how it looks. So best deal 10. Earlier, you know, usual price was $10. Now at $3. You can see it, right, Advay?
Yes.
Yeah, this is the best example actually, you know, better than mine. Good, Shurishi. Thanks. So yeah, we learned about, you know, 5 tags today. So yeah, I'm going to upload an assignment so that, you know, you can practice. Fine. Yeah, that's it for today. So anything you just, you know, oh yeah, I forgot one thing. So what Vaibhav was telling. One second, disable and yeah, Vaibhav asked to show, right? I forgot that one. Okay, yeah, can you see here? I'm going to add all the items together like, yeah, I'll just use the word best deal, okay? So here, okay, I want to add an underline here. I can add underline using U tag. Okay, and then I want to add an italic to it. I can add.
You never added the forward slash.
Yeah, correct. Correct, Advay. You identified correctly. Yeah. See, that's what, you know, you should be very, very, very cautious like this. Okay, U tag is there. This one is not needed. I tag it closed. And U tag is started.
There is no I starting tag.
Yes, see, I added I starting tag here. Yeah, like this. You can add, you know, multiple tags within that actually. You know, if you want to show it in bold, you can add strong. You can show it as strong also. Like, you know, it shows strong also. Okay, fine. I'm going to save this
And run it.
Refresh this. You see, it is bolded, it is striked off, it is underlined as well, and it is italic also. So you can give any combinations actually. You can try from, you know, practice it. Okay, practice many times, you'll come to know. So I'm going to upload this screenshot for you, so you can practice it. Okay, I'm going to upload this section. Okay, this part. So only this section, like, you know, from images. I'm going to, yeah, from here to here, I'm going to create a screenshot and upload it. You practice this part by adding your own template. So HTML body, and then HTML up to HTML body. Okay, this part you add it. Okay. Yeah. Otherwise, you know, I'll create a full screenshot so that you can practice it for today. Yeah, that's it for today. Thank you very much. Any questions, you can just post on WhatsApp. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
that bouncing object for the ball, right, is still not working for me.
No, actually, you sent me a video, right? Like, the ball was already bouncing.
It was not bouncing, it was going like this. It's not
Yeah, because
bouncing.
that's because you have only one marquee tag. So another marquee you had to provide another behavior. So there should be like multiple marquee tags inside. Then you get that feeling.
Yes.
Okay, you practice the code which I sent because most of you have already practiced it and it's working. Okay, so you see like whether you have correctly closed the marquee tag and whether you have included the correct marquee tag inside another marquee tag. Okay, just compare the two files. Otherwise, you send me your code file in txt form to me. I'll correct it and send it back to you.
Yes.
Okay, then you can compare like what code you have written, what code I have corrected. You can easily compare and find what was your mistake. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, fine.
For the
Thank you.
marquee direction, can you know what is the direction for alternate?
Yeah, alternate. I suggest you can actually try to Google that part, Vaibhav. That will actually
The
give you,
behavior part.
yes, that will give you some information. So you try to see it. Otherwise, I'll explain it tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, try to browse. You need to improve your browsing skills also, like search techniques. So marquee, you have to use the right keywords actually. Use marquee, behavior, values. What are the values that behavior will hold?
Does adding color in the web browser or adding a background equals to CSS styles?
Yes, correct. It comes part of CSS. I'll explain that part. Okay. So you would be able to build a small website. Okay, when the class ends, right? The course ends. So the last week we'll focus on building a small website for you. Okay, you can have your own personal website. Okay, explaining about yourself. Fine.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you very much. Yeah. See you. Bye bye. See you tomorrow.
Bye.